Hello, it's David here from the UK, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Ninja Woodfire Grill smoker. So it's our first time of using it, and today we are going to cook baby back pork ribs. Now I was hoping that we'd be able to get a good slab, a rack of ribs and cut them in half, but being Easter, just wasn't able to get a rack of ribs, so I've got individual ribs. So the cooking time, I would imagine, is going to be a lot less than what I was anticipating. I was thinking of 2 hours at a pretty good temperature with the smoker on, but I think it's going to be much less than that, maybe an hour and a half, but we'll see. We're going to go by temperature anyway. I'll be using the thermometer probe to make sure that the pork is cooked. So let me show you the ribs which I've prepared. I've rubbed them with yellow mustard, and I've made a good rub to put on the pork. So it'll all be in the description of the video for you to find out exactly what I've used for the rub, but it's all homemade, everything. Even the barbecue sauce that we're going to have later, that is being homemade, nothing pre-purchased. Now let me show you the ribs. Now here we are, our little baby back ribs, and you can see from the stains on my little board here, they've been rubbed with the mustard and they've got the rub on over the top, which is here. And as I said a moment ago, in the description, you'll get the recipe, the ingredients for everything that I've used. Now, let me show you the grill. Now, this is an outside grill. In other words, you don't use it indoors. But today, on Easter Monday, we've got rain on and off. It's extremely windy outside, so I am using it indoors, but just in like the entrance to the cottage here. So the front door is going to be kept open, which will hopefully dispel the smoke, and the door behind me into our cottage will be closed. So let's just see how it goes. Now you can see on here, on the dial on the front, you can choose all the different modes of use. So I've got it set to smoker, but you can grill, you can air fry, you can bake, you can crisp, you can dehydrate. I mean, the things you can do with this are absolutely superb. And on the front here, I realize this is flickering, but it shouldn't be, it's not really flickering for me. It's because of the mode of the video. But I've set the temperature to 120 degrees, and it's going to cook for 1 hour, 15 minutes. So this isn't rocket science. They just go into the little holder on the side here, and you don't overfill it. And that's all there is to it. That's what's going to create the smoke. So we've now got the ribs on the barbecue or grill, whatever you want to call it. Now I haven't switched it on yet. I'm just putting a little bit of salt. I never include the salt anymore now in a rub. I do it separately so that I know just the amount that I can see going on, basically. Don't want to over salt. And then when I flip these over halfway through, I'll put some more salt on. Yeah, on the other side, that is. Okay, so we are now ready to commence the process. So I've got it set to smoker, so I shouldn't have to manually ignite this. All I've got to do is switch on. And what it's saying down here is ignition. and that is igniting the pellets that I put in on the side of the unit. And this can take anything up to 10-15 minutes, and then the cooking time will commence. So I'll come back once we get some smoke. Now this can't have been switched on for more than 3 minutes, and you can see smoke coming out of the back, which is perfectly normal. So it's not taking long. We're still on the ignition process. The grill has not yet started to heat up. So this is the smoking, and I wish this had got smell-o-vision because the wooden pellets, I'm using the ones supplied by Ninja, and I'm using what's called the robust blend, which is hickory, cherry, maple and oak. And this provides flavour, not fuel. It's actually, this is what the flavour is going to be put onto the ribs: hickory, cherry, maple and oak. So they reckon that this is rich and smoky. So it's going to be interesting to see. Right, the ignition process is complete. On the front here it's telling me 120 degrees, 1 hour 14 minutes. So I'm not doing anything like the timing that was suggested. I'm cutting it down, and I don't personally think it's going to take the whole 120. Be very surprised if it does. 120 degrees, I mean. Just over the hour, 1 hour 13. So what I was trying to say, and I've just messed that up totally, is that I reckon these might well be done after the hour. So we'll just wait and see. We're on 120 degrees and we are now cooking. Or I should say, we are now smoking. So when you purchase this Woodfire grill, you also get a crisper basket, so that for air frying in particular, you've got that comes with it as standard. I'll show you that in other videos, because one of my next projects will be Korean chicken wings, which we'll use the air fryer, and we'll add a little bit of smoke to them as well. So there you go. I'll come back periodically and let you see how it's going. I'm not going to open the lid for at least another 40 minutes. So it's cooking away here. Certainly not the way that I intended to have our first time use. But we bought these ribs. We've got 1 hour and 6 minutes left on this timer. Halfway through the cooking process, it'll stop and throw off a message to say flip. So we turn the ribs over, and then as the lid goes down, the cooking process will continue. And then 15 minutes before the end, I'm going to pause it and put some of our homemade barbecue sauce onto the ribs, and 15 minutes more cooking time. So they should come out with a beautiful glaze. I might leave a couple of them just with the dry rub, because I like my ribs done in many different ways. You know, you can get so many different types of rubs, make so many different types of rubs. So might do some with just the rub and some with a nice glaze, barbecue glaze on top. Now when you buy this, as I said earlier, I wish you could smell this. It's absolutely incredible, the smell of the cherry and the hickory and the maple and so on, and the oak. But with it you get this little key, little hexagonal key, because it's got a handle each side and you have to screw that on. So that's the only thing that you have to do before you can really use it, is screw on the handles both sides. Once that's done, it's done for keeps. you get your little pellet scoop with it as well. 1 scoop of pellets for the entire cooking process. Now, I've done a lot of research on YouTube, and some guys and gals who are pit masters and they really know how to use their smokers and so on, those that have been using the Ninja Woodfire say that when the receptacle bit at the side which takes the pellets, when that's empty, just add another scoopful in. Now, whether that is going to improve it or not, do not know, but I don't think I'll be adding any today, but on a future cooking session I might put some more pellets in. Let's just wait and see how these come out first time. Now, you also get this is the crisper basket that comes with the Ninja Woodfire Grill, and in here, I mean, that's a good sized basket, isn't it? That really is a good size. So imagine that filled with chicken wings, burgers, you know, whatever. We're going to be doing so much in here. So we already have the air fryer, and we've had that for probably a year now. So we can still use this as an air fryer, but we can do so much more. We can bake cakes in it as well. So I'll come back to you in a little while. Bye for now. So these ribs have now been cooking for just coming up to an hour, 7 minutes less than an hour. I originally set it up for 1 hour 15 minutes and changed it part the way through to 1 hour because I don't think it's going to need the 1 hour 15 at this temperature. It's not a full slab of ribs, they're all separate individual ones. So rather than burn them, I thought it's best to be safe than sorry. So I'm going to open the lid now and just give it a coating. Oh my goodness me, they look really good. So I'm going to give it a generous coating on here. Oh, they do look nice. I will be amazed if they're not done. Okay, so on it goes again. I'm going to reset that to 5. I can't. So at 5 minutes I'm going to stop it, flip them, coat them again, and then that is it. I'll take the temperature then, but they look well done. Too well done. Oh, let's wait and see. You see the smoking has ceased. Well, tiny bit of smoke coming out of the back now. I checked the chamber with the smoke pellets about 15 minutes ago and it was empty. So wasn't going to refill it. I reckon there should be enough smoke flavour in there having been in there for a good 45 minutes cooking. So let's wait and see. I'll come back in 5 minutes, do the other side, and then we're going to be eating. So I'm about to lift the lid, flip them, coat them for the final time. So let's see what we've got going on. They really do look well done, in my humble opinion. Oh God, they smell so good. They really do smell good. So these things should have smell-o-vision, shouldn't they? Okay, let's give the final coating. Surprising how long it takes to do this. I kid you not, my mouth is watering as I'm doing this. Absolutely watering. Okay, there we are. We are in for the final rundown. 5 minutes remaining. I'm going to open it up again any moment just to check the temperature. So, 51, 61, 68, 70, 71, 72, 74. They do need a bit more time in there. That really surprised me. 67. Yep, right. So we are going to give them more time. I'm going to increase that 10 minutes. You shouldn't have seen that. So what I'm going to do is actually stop the complete process. I've got just under 8 minutes on that. But what I'm going to do is put it onto air fry. Air fry, I'll drop the temperature to 180 and just put that on for 5 minutes. So I'm air frying for 5 minutes at 180. That just shows my impatience and I'm ready to eat, but that should get them cooked completely. But we'll check the temperature again in the 5 minutes. So it just shows you how versatile this is, doesn't it? So I've got the smoker, which we've used for an hour. I've got a grill, I've got the air fryer, I've got a roaster. That's really great for making something really crisp. So if you were doing a pork joint, you could really have a tremendous crispness on that. And we can bake and dehydrate and reheat. So I mean, it's a fabulous unit. Really, I'm very impressed. But the proof of the pudding is going to be very much when we taste the ribs in a few minutes time. Having jacket potatoes, we've done those in the other air fryer. So we are now using air frying and have been for the last year extensively. We've hardly ever used the conventional oven. So less energy, less electricity bills to pay, and it's very efficient and it's a healthier way of cooking. I'll come back in 3 minutes. So we've got 1.5 minutes left. I'm just going to check. So I'm looking at 80 to 95 Celsius. This is the thickest one. So if I can get to that temperature here, the smaller ones won't be an issue. Up to 76. Still think it could be a bit more. Yep, gonna give it a little bit more. Okay, about 10 seconds left. Let's see. '81, '82, '83, '84. 85.2, 85.3. Let's try one of these ones here as well. 85, 88, 90, 92, 93. Okay, they're done. So I'll let that finish off for the final 5 seconds and then we're going to plate up. All done. Right, so I'm now going to sample what this is like, and I'm hoping for a smoky flavour. Let me just show you on the plate. There we are, having one baked potato or jacket potato with the ribs. So, trying the ribs. They're sweet and they're definitely smoky. Goodness. Right, I want to get on and enjoy this now. All the best. Bye for now.